if Sean Levy wasn't there, how would Ryan Reynolds have taken over the Deadpool project? Who in fact would have given him the step-by-step play to taking over the Deadpool project? Because while Justin was at home fighting a fire, the New York Times became the plaything that was used. While Justin was fighting for his family, the New York Times became the tool that was used to destroy his life. Hi people, how are we doing today? Please pardon my look. I still am not feeling well. I caught a chill. Anyway, so yes, I haven't been here with you, but I have been following this case, and up until now, I have had my videos planned, but I still cannot do a lot. Today, we're going to be talking about these cowards and how and why they are the most dangerous people right now. And the fact that Justin Baldoni may not be as safe as he thinks he is. Let's talk. Okay, so while I was listening to videos from other creators about this case, this Sweet and Salty Lean, I'm going to post her at here and the link to the video. And she put out a video, and it's like I was like, oh my god. So we all know that Flake Lively went to the Met Gala, and everyone was talking about it. I choose not to talk about it because it's only just giving her more fuel into whatever rhetoric she's looking for. But something Flake said, and she said, deep dive, why did Vogue post Blake Lively's picture with Anne Hathaway and Donatella Versace and at the Met Gala and Anna Wintour? I'm going to put the excerpt of this video here, and she talks about the fact that Ryan Reynolds happened to be in the marketing is in the marketing team for Vogue. She made a connection. You guys, let's take a listen.
You guys want to know why Vogue posted Blake Lively and Anna Wintour taking photos together? As well as why Anne Hathaway took a photo with her at Met Gala? As well as why Donatella Versace and Madonna are in this photo? Not to mention why they're calling it our Mount Rushmore? Vogue is owned by Condé Nast. Anna Wintour serves as Global Chief Content Officer and Global Editorial Director of Condé Nast. She oversees Vogue and other titles. Maximum Effort, Ryan Reynolds' company, has been working with Vogue to promote The Devil Wears Prada. Donatella Versace makes an appearance in the most recent The Devil Wears Prada. And Madonna, well, Ryan went and met her in person to ask her if he could use Like a Prayer in Deadpool and Wolverine. He even has a post about it on his IG. In fact, she showed up to the premiere of the movie. And as we know, Versace manages the narrative around Ryan and Blake's Met Gala appearances by dressing them. And there are tons of articles talking about what Ryan did to get the song from Madonna. And Ryan's partner, Sean Levy, is also executive producing a limited series biopic about Madonna's life for Netflix. So naturally, they're all working together. Hence this being called our Mount Rushmore, because she is in charge of the content at Vogue. But wait, there's more. So let's dig a little deeper. Maximum Effort, Ryan Reynolds' company, is working with Condé Nast, and Anna Wintour runs a lot of stuff there. And Condé Nast is a subsidiary of Advanced Publications, which is owned by the Newhouse family. And Maximum Effort has directly collaborated with Advanced Publication brands. Condé Nast and Vogue just fall under that umbrella. So when you see Anne Hathaway, the star of Devils Wear Prada, hugging up with Blake Lively, it makes a lot of sense because her husband helped promote the movie in conjunction with Anna Wintour. According to everything online, according to public information about Maximum Effort, Condé Nast, the Newhouse family, etc., etc. So they're all basically working together. But of course, they don't want us to know that. But that's what I'm here for, to deep dive and bring you guys the dish, the sweet and salty dish. Ryan and Maximum Effort have a long history with this platform. He has appeared on multiple covers for advanced-owned publications to discuss his Maximum Effort business model. So, favor for a favor? So Advanced Publications provides distribution and platforms like Vogue, which is under Condé Nast. And Maximum Effort, Ryan's company, does marketing for them. So did she really get invited? Did Ryan pay for that seat at the table? Or was it a favor for a favor? You guys can take a guess.
Right. And so, when she put it all out there, it got me thinking. And I'm like, okay, so JB may not be as safe as he thinks he is. And that as long as these people are here using maximum effort, they will always be in our faces. So let's put it this way. Ryan Reynolds wasn't about acting from the get-go. I think we've all come to that realization. Ryan Reynolds' mega mind has always been about pushing his marketing company. So let's go to the website. Right? It's quite an amazing thing we'll find. So it says on the, I'm going to put it on the screen. And so it says from Maximum Effort, it says Maximum Effort makes movies, shows, arts, investments, and cocktails for the personal amusement. And I feel like that was updated. For the personal amusement of Hollywood star Ryan Reynolds, we occasionally share them with the general public. Now, on that same site, you're going to see a list of all the projects. Don't worry, I'm going to put it here. Deadpool, fast advertising. Now, in Deadpool, he has Deadpool, Deadpool 2, Deadpool and Wolverine. Excuse me. Deadpool updates, Deadpool and the Bachelorette, Heineken, Adamantium. On that Maximum Effort, he's got fast advertising, Astronomer, Gwyneth, blah, 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 Aviation, Gene, Peloton and Mr. Big. Remember, he leaked the what's it called again? I've forgotten the name of. He leaked it anyway. If you see, you'll know. Then he has his football club. Then he has Maximum Moments, Match.com, Lays and Groundhog's Day, blah, blah, blah. Then Aviation Gene. Then, of course, Mint Mobile, everybody knows about. And he has Pantalones Tequila. And he has MNTN stock. And then he has Betty Buzz. Now, if this case had not been what it was, I bet you every dollar that that it ends with us would have ended up on Maximum Effort. But because of the way and the direction it has swayed, it cannot be here. Because JB did not back down. He refused to let go of something he got on his own merit. And so it brings me to my analysis. Why they both are dangerous. With a plethora of works, he's got Netflix, Red Notice, The Addams Project. He's got Warner Bros, Beetlejuice. He's got not-for-profits. He has talent collabs. Now, we now get to see the reason why Hugh Jackman, Chris Meloni, Tommy Wiseau, and all of these people are in cohorts with him. It's not done. And so we now see the reason why. And then we now understand better why they are not going to go away and why Justin Baldoni is at risk. Justin Baldoni is at risk because they have spread their tentacles so wide with Vogue, with Versace, so much so that Ryan Reynolds is in every pie. And so you see that in the same way they retaliated against Justin Baldoni via his talent agency and asked them to drop him, I fear that is the same thing that is going to happen to Justin Baldoni on every other project he's going to do. And this is where I want to sound the alarm, because that in and of itself is dangerous. These people have become colossus. And so by doing what they, listen, maximum effort, what Blake did has a starter pack. It has a starter pack, and the starter pack was via maximum efforts. And the starter pack began way before now. And so we now see an individual or individuals who are so greedy. Listen, I do not berate anyone's ambition. Ambition is good. And, to be able to follow through with your ambition, I have nothing to say against it. It's commendable. But where you use what you have earned to steal and bully, to take what does not belong to you and control a narrative, then there is a problem, because we all know that Hollywood is about power. Harvey Weinstein was powerful until he wasn't powerful anymore. And that was why, over the years, Harvey Weinstein was able to get away with all the forms of sexual harassment and assault that he carried out. He did without consequences until the last one. And he was able to do it with the help of the police. Yes, because each of the girls and the women who went to the police to report were sent away until it couldn't be denied anymore. And so we all are aware. Monique is a perfect example. And Monique was dealt with by her fellow black people, Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels. And so it was then decided that, okay, we cannot work with her because Monique said, I won't do what you want me to do because, hey, I'm not paid for that. And so, hey, let's do that. And you find out that the power play is actually prevalent. It's not dead. So I am afraid for Justin Baldoni. This is me. I am afraid for Justin Baldoni. And then we now understand better why they did not want to let it go. We understand better why the case was kept on and on and on and on, because they did not want to let it go. They needed that movie. However, they could get it without paying a dime for it. But they wanted that movie. They wanted that franchise out of Justin Baldoni's hands. Why? To promote his wife further in her deluded rhetoric about fighting for women, which we all know that it wasn't about women. I think we've all been able to understand that all of this had nothing to do with women, because again, she dropped the women she was fighting for and went to the Met Gala. She dropped it. She said, hey, who wants to die? Hey, I don't want to be there. Right? And she left it. And she went, no, nothing. So all the feminism, all the lutte contre les agressions sexuelles, all the things that she was saying and blabbing and talking about, and how this should not happen, and creating a safe workplace, have all died. Why is it also easy? Maximum effort is actually the one behind the PR. It's simple. Let's all put 2 and 2 together. But the question is, how is it possible that Ryan Reynolds came this far? So let's go to Wikipedia. And so on Wikipedia, we get to see a human being who is also part of Maximum Effort and goes by the name of Sean Levy, who looks as deranged as they come. Now, Sean Levy is also a film director and film producer, screenwriter, and he's an actor. Sean Levy is also Canadian. So we have something that brings these two together. But before that, if we look at the Maximum Effort page, it says that Ryan Reynolds is the founder. George Dewey, whom we do not know where he is anymore, and co-president is Ryan Reynolds. President is Ryan Reynolds. Ashley Fox is the co-president, and Johnny Pariseau is the co-president. Now, it talks about all the blah, 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 but it's not that. It's the fact that Sean Levy, you see, these people do not make, their relationships are not anodin by French, if I'm using a French term. It's not out of the blues. It's intentional. And so I want to look at Sean Levy's, body of work. I hope I'll be able to find, I saw it a few seconds ago and now it's gone. It was put in by year. Just a second, please. Oh, Wikipedia, you're playing dirty. You're playing dirty. So Maximum Effort started 8 years ago. Right? Oh, okay. So Sean Levy is he's the producer for Stranger Things with Netflix. Maximum Effort also has jobs with Netflix. Sean Levy, in 2017, he signed a 4-year contract with Netflix to create TV projects. 2021, he goes on to do the Adam project. Adam project starring Ryan Reynolds. Goes further, Deadpool and Wolverine, Sean Levy was part of it, and Ryan Reynolds as well. Now, Sean Levy is also with the Marvel, he's also producing with Marvel Studios. Deadpool did not belong to Ryan Reynolds. So, there was, in my opinion, allegedly, there was a lot of aiding and abetting because, allegedly, in my opinion, if Sean Levy wasn't there, how would Ryan Reynolds have taken over the Deadpool project? Who in fact would have given him the step-by-step play to taking over the Deadpool project. It is not, c'est pas anodin that he's got Gwyneth Paltrow, who is also a part of Sean Levy's team. C'est pas anodin. It is also not anodin. I love speaking French and English. I love it. So if you're here and you followed me long enough, you definitely know that French comes into my vocabulary and I love it. And sometimes it's also a way for me to close the gap of words that in English I've forgotten. And sometimes I also use Igbo or Yoruba or how. Listen, I speak all. So bear with me. And so we also get to see that from 2017, maximum efforts 2000, it's been 8 years. We now see that there is actually a lot of collaboration between these two, right? And so it is not. So let's go to this. So while completing, this is on Wikipedia, while completing his work as director for Deadpool and Wolverine for Marvel Studios, Levy was approached to direct Avengers 5 in mid-March 2024. He turned down the offer due to scheduling concerns with his role as a director and executive producer. And I thank God on the 5th season of Stranger Things that will keep him busy until 2025. In July 2024, it was announced that the 2024 San Diego Comic-Con that the Russell brothers, who had previously directed Avengers Infinity War in 2018 and Avengers Endgame in 2019, will direct the film, which will be titled Avengers Doomsday, and is scheduled for release on May 1st, 2026. Following the success of Deadpool and Wolverine in November 2024, Ryan Reynolds announced that he was writing an untitled film that will star himself and Hugh Jackman, to be directed by Levy. So, do you now understand when I say that Justin Baldoni may have won this court case, but Justin Baldoni may be in danger? And the danger I speak of is his career. The danger I speak of is the fact that this man is going to be blackballed for doing absolutely nothing other than standing up for himself. That is all. And I am praying for Justin Baldoni. And dear Justin Baldoni, if you can hear me, please do a remake of It Ends With Us. Please do a remake of It Ends With Us. And the sequel. Justin Baldoni, there are people rooting for you. This last one made $350 million. I am sure we're going to extend it to double that. But I pray a remake of that movie, I believe, is going to redeem you. Congratulations on the movie you produced with Scarlett Johansson. In the wake of this scandal, it was overtaken, but congratulations, because that movie was good. But we need you to do a remake of It Ends With Us about Ryan Reynolds. And why Ryan Reynolds? And it's not because of anything. It's because he is a psychopath. A complete psycho. And so I would implore that Americans gear up to throw that guy out. I know he's got kids. They can live in Canada. Why not? He can continue what he's doing in Canada. But I know that some things, or so many things he would have done, or he did in the US, he couldn't have done it in Canada. And this is one of the things that bothers me. And this is across board. In a country that has opened their mouths for decades and talked about the rule of law and democracy and the freedom of the press. And in today, despite the ruling of the judge and the fact that Blake Lively settled out of court, right? The media, if you have not seen the video I did on the media, I'm going to hang it here and I'm going to put the link there. Please go watch it. The media is the tool. And at this point, we have come away from the independence of the media now to the manipulation of the media. Because Reynolds understood very quickly that controlling the narrative was key. And they played that game and used it very well to their advantage. Because while Justin was at home fighting a fire, the New York Times became the plaything that was used. While Justin was fighting for his family, the New York Times became the tool that was used to destroy his life. And where we cannot guarantee the independence of the media, of what use is the media? At this point, this is where I end this video. I'll see you guys in another one. Do not fail to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video. And I'll see you very, very soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Bye.